Hello everyone and welcome back to Valparaiso Esports, back here for a new year of the Smash scene, back with Valparaiso Esports Smash. We know we've had a stream earlier for League of Legends, but this is the first Smash game of the season going into GLEC conference here against Spring Arbor. I'm really good at names. It's fine. We got there in the end. Spring Arbor is going to be the first match. They're actually a new team in the conference. I believe this is the first year that they've been in there. So going to be interesting. Not much data on them because of that. So going to be pretty interesting. Have a lot of new faces coming into the program as well. So it's going to be great to see.
So we have no clue what characters are going to be showing up, honestly.
Yeah, we don't have too much information on them. They are new, but we have a lot of new faces of our own too, and a lot of returning names. It's going to be great to see. We even have someone who returned who wasn't here last year because they were abroad. So they have returned. They have come back to us, as well as a bunch of new faces. So it'll be nice to see.
Yeah. Just gonna be waiting for it. I'm assuming they're doing bans. Do we have any information on that?
I believe so. They have already done their button check, making sure everything looks good. And what are the bans looking like? What we got cooking?
We're going to town.
Ooh, going to town first. All right, interesting stage pick to start off the match without character knowledge. Getting into the match here as we swap over to the game view. Let's see what characters we got. We have K. Rool versus Sonic here. So Spring Arbor actually having the K. Rool against Valparaiso's Sonic?
Well, that's kind of good because we actually had a K. Rool player in who's an alumni. Like
that's true, yeah. We did have a K. Rool player with alumni just show up for practice. I believe it was 2 days ago. Sometime recently, showed up and was able to play with a lot of the members. And I don't even believe it, that wasn't scouted out. That just they came in for practice to help out the team, and hey, it just happens to work quite well. K. Rool not almost super armoring that whole Sonic up smash, but able to cut through with this Sonic racking a lot of damage on this K. Rool.
Yep, Sonic doing really good for us right now, doing a lot of damage. Now just gonna be looking for that kill almost.
Yep, and that's gonna be the main problem with heavies like this. It's gonna be pretty easy to rack up damage. You know, they're a big body, but it's gonna be hard to find that kill. That Sonic back air will do it.
And we have not yet lost the stock here for Valpo, and still a bit low on percentile, but we
yeah, absolutely. And now this player gets the fun of dealing with Sonic with a lead. But that's going to be a lot of damage hit on the Sonic, taking a lot of damage from projectiles, super armoring right through that spin dash with the K. Rool forward tilt. Taking a lot of damage, but hey, still have the stock advantage, so it's definitely not all lost yet.
Just going to be racking up a lot of damage. K. Rool doing a lot of different counterplay and being a little more defensive. That was a strange interaction.
Yeah, the Sonic homing attack was actually able to clang with the cannonball, but you know, Sonic getting shot like a cannonball right into the blast zone. You know, he does turn into a ball a lot. You think he'd be fine with that, but not quite there. I did actually take the stock, but hey, quite a lot of extra credit percent here.
Yep, we have quite a lot of extra percent. And barely any taken currently, so gonna be just looking to get that kill yet again.
Yep.
Put us up a stock again.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, this is kind of one of the things of picking a more volatile stage, for lack of better words. The Town and City is generally seen as a pretty volatile stage. A lot of characters either really love it or really hate it. Sonic is one of those characters that really love it. So the fact that we were able to go here first with no other character knowledge is really benefiting us. Like, look at how much space this Sonic has to run around. I mean, that is his whole thing. He likes to run around.
It's quite advantageable, but quite an advantage for us. King K. Rool is still taking a lot of percent, just going to be looking for things. A fair amount of Kings should kill right now, though.
Yeah, that back throw, not quite going to do it. The next one should, if it's by the ledge. I mean, any percent matters. That's the thing with characters like this. Hey, forward smash will do it when he's about 200%. So only one stock left on the K. Rool. Valpo looking to solidify a lead here on the first game back on the year. A great way to start it.
Yep.
Just getting back on stage here, and you know, all this percent, it isn't much, but it adds up. Especially if a character like Sonic, he wants to get the slow and steady. Ironically, the faster he goes, the more slow and steady he's willing to play, because the more that he percent that he racks on, the harder it's going to be for you to rack percent back onto him.
Yep. Still going to be giving a lot of design.
Still living though.
Yep, still living. Doing a lot of damage as well, though, but that's probably death.
Not going to live that one. So is going to go to even stocks here. Only 50% extra credit, but hey, rounding that up to a quick 70 with that forward smash there.
Still going to be at quite a lot of extra credit right here. Nice spring, though. Seeing that a lot quite lately. Only missed like 2 out of the 4, which is pretty good.
Yeah, Spring's a really solid edge guarding tool. Even if it doesn't get the kill, like it's not really going to kill somebody like K. Rool. The most it's going to do is push him off for another edge guard, for a better edge guard attempt. But I mean, damage is damage, and that's what it's really good at. Even if it doesn't kill, damage is damage.
Yep, we'll take any damage especially against such a heavy character like K-Rool.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh! Yeah, that reflector will hurt quite a bit. Of course, reflecting a projectile does increase both the knockback and the damage it deals. So that's going to hurt real bad, but that does not quite kill. Should be a pretty solid edgeguard attempt here. That will do it. That'll get the kill. Valpo going up 1 stock lead on the first game of the GLEC season.
Yep. Pretty good right there. So, again, we have no clue what we're going to be seeing next.
Yeah, they are a brand new team to the conference, so it's going to be a lot of surprise over here. A lot of, oh, I didn't know they had that character because we just don't have data. But hey, that's what we got to prepare for. They've got to be ready to handle pretty much any character they throw out. And at the very least, they now know that we are running the Sonic. So the Sonic is locked in for the next stock. They know that that is the character that we're playing against, and they throw in the next player. And I believe for GLEC, we are not told the character they are thrown in. The rules have changed quite a bit since I was a player.
Did
But
they change again? I thought they...
No, it was NECC that did that. Yep. So... okay, when I started, one told us, one didn't. Then the other one changed to match the other one, and I don't remember which one's which. I'm an old fossil, it's fine. But either way, they are at very least aware that we're playing a Sonic. But we are 1 stock up, so that does give us the advantage. And we do get to give our initial stage bans, so they get to pick from the stages that are left after our ban. So we get to kind of control what the options are, make sure we can get rid of the worst stages for us, and give ourselves a little bit more of an advantage to keep this lead and hold on to it.
Yep. Just trying to see if we get any information on bans or anything. Nope.
Nice, yeah.
We love when they take their time.
Absolutely.
Might as well take your time and get a good game out of it.
Exactly. I mean, at the very least, it is a competitive scene, so you want to take your time. You want to be careful with your decisions. You want to make sure you think things through. As awkward as it may be, just sitting here.
I know you're going like that one.
Monkey.
Yes, I know. Your favorite meme character as of late.
Indeed. But I would also like to point out they've had 2 heavies, 2 super heavy characters, which is interesting that they're choosing to throw a DK up against a Sonic. So that leaves me to wonder what their other character choices are. I kind of wonder if maybe they have something that might be even worse of a matchup, if they are mostly treating this first round as an information tool. I'm kind of curious on what that leaves in their back pocket there.
I mean, it could also just be a tool to, like, could be a stronger player or something. Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always a factor. At the end of the day, there is players behind these characters on the screen, so you know, I mean, so sometimes you can have a bad matchup and just win it either way. It's not always a numbers game.
Yeah, just also good matchup experience could also change that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm quite interested to see how this goes. Sonic's going to have a pretty good matchup, but again, it's going to be similar things to last round. Sonic's going to be able to rack up a lot of damage really quickly.
Yep.
It's going to be a struggle to find the kill. Well, let's see how he does getting into the game. Again, the Sonic is going to have to SD twice to get down to the correct stock amount. So we're going to see Sonic running off the stage a little bit, but
we're going to small battlefield, which is a little more of an advantage to DK, I feel like, just because there's not as much room.
It is a bit more of a neutral stage. Sonic prefers having a bit more room to move around, but it's not going to be too bad. It's very much a neutral stage. Getting off a nice 30% real quick is a nice way to start this game off.
But the monkey is not going to let him go without a little bit of chip damage as well.
Of course. But this is going to be the thing here. Sonic's going to be so fast and so evasive that it's going to be hard for this DK to manage to nail him down, basically. It's going to be really hard for this DK to pin him down, but once he does, it's going to be very scary. DK has a very, very strong advantage state, but in turn has a very, very weak disadvantage. He's a big body, not a great recovery, very scary to get hit as DK, but also very scary to get hit by him. So hence why we see this Sonic playing a very reserved and careful game, just racking on the percent. The more damage that he applies now, the more things will start killing later. So it doesn't need to find the kill super early, but You know, the damage numbers, the numbers might not be equal, but the amount, who is in threat of dying, it's roughly equivalent right now.
Pretty equivalent, but we are seeing Sonic do a large chunk of damage.
Yep.
Oof.
As I said, the numbers might not be equivalent, but who is in threat of dying?
Yep.
Bit of both. DK has a heavy, very, very strong hitting moves. So able to find that kill. Sadly, all that percent that the DK took is effectively healed, as he does, start at 0 on his next stock. So unfortunately, wasn't able to take the stock beforehand. But at the very least, even though he didn't get ahead in stock count, we now know what character they're running, and we've got to see his play, and we get to pick the stages. So even though he didn't get the stock, it is still an advantageous position to have.
So now we're just trying to figure out who is going to be coming in.
I have my guess. I think.
Might as well put it out there.
I think we see a monkey, we see a big body, and we go, why don't we bird up? Yeah, I called it. Right as I said it, I heard it in my ear.
Yep, indeed.
So now we're gonna see how this monkey plays against a true combo character, bringing out Marcus on the Falco.
We're going to see some bans here very quickly. They're just typing, so give it a minute.
Of course. So, so now that they know the character, now they get to pick their stage bans to try to even the odds a little bit of us having character pick. So the bans are Battlefield, Town, and Small Battlefield. Those are the bans there. So that leaves open what? Smashville, PS2, Kalos, and
I can't remember the name, but Kingdom Hearts one, I believe.
Oh, right, Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
Yep. So those are the open stages here. So where would I go as Falco? I would honestly expect Hollow Bastion probably wouldn't be too bad. You have a platform available to you at most times for your drag downs. FD probably isn't bad. I'm so good.
Of course he gets it correct.
So heading into this next match, still selecting stages so far. I can hear the little tick tick in my ears, maybe the game audio, but now we know what stage and what characters. Now it's just left to play it out.
Yep, just gonna be waiting for that to start real quick. Getting a nice little overlay, and I like it up there at the top. yeah. The new stream does look very good. We got some updated pictures on the slideshows and stuff. It's great to see the updates. Nice to see new faces on there as well. But nice to see new faces in the game as well as we swap over to see this Falco against the DK. And here's the real game shit. Ooh, aerial uppy to get out of that. That's something that most DKs don't think about, so it's good to see. But this up tilt's going to be the spooky thing here, as we see a lot of damage racked up on this DK, trying to actually go for the kill there. As we see for many characters, they just keep up tilting.
And that will be an up tilt back air. Solid kill confirmed for Falco, and solid stock there. Only taking 40%. This is a real good spot to be in.
Yep.
This should be a heavy punish.
Indeed it will be. Trying to get a little more of damage out, but just not able to time it correctly.
Yeah, it does take a little bit in retaliation there, but hey, one stock up and also no longer in percent lead. But still doing quite well here. Should be able to get a combo off of this. Not quite able to kill. Didn't quite get the sweet spot of back air there. But does get the sweet spot of down air there. Able to steal out the stock. Still on their third.
Yep, this is a huge lead for Valpo right now. Going to be up quite a bit in percentage, so quite a lot could kill right here. But still a very good spot to be in.
Indeed, a very good spot. Trying to actually drag him off the stage with that forward air. Not quite able to connect enough hits, but this is an edge guard opportunity. The side B not quite able to make it. Does drift a little too far in with the up B. Flew a little too close to the sun, which honestly is pretty in character for Falco.
But we are still a stock up, and DK
that back air should do it. Yep.
Percentage, and that's that round.
Yeah, and there we see the boon of playing a heavy. Sometimes you just run into the bird.
Yep.
And we actually see a resubscribe here.
Yes, Chris.
Very nice.
Chris, the
yes.
head of the esports and recreation department.
Absolutely. Familiar face, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Yes. Oh,
So-
we're seeing a previous player as well in chat.
Oh, heck yeah, we are. Hi, miss you. Nice to see a bunch of familiar faces. Again, the faces around here did change quite a bit. We've got some new freshmen, we got some returning players, we had some players leave. So a lot of things have changed, and it's nice to see us settle in very quickly, and we're actually seeing a character that I did not expect to come out from this team, but I guess the only context I've had is 2 DK-themed heavies.
I mean, it's a nest, so.
Yeah, so seeing a child of a baseball bat doesn't quite fit in with that character theme, but fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how the Nest versus Falco matchup is. I know a few matchups, but not a lot.
I have a feeling it's if I had to guess, my generally unexperienced in this specific matchup opinion would probably be that it's Ness favored. I feel like it's probably going to be pretty difficult for the Falco to get in. Ness forward air is going to have a lot of range to it. He's going to have PK fire, and it's going to be difficult for Falco to get through that with forward air. Of course, Ness forward air outranging his own, and even Falco laser having the ability to get absorbed.
So going to see Fancy Final
Battlefield.
Callus and Smash Bill going to Battlefield.
Heading into this game here, we're going to see how that pick turns out. I think it's going to be pretty advantageous for both characters here, so I'm a little interested to see who's going to make better use of it. Falco's gonna like those vertical combos quite a bit, but so will Ness. Getting the parry on the forward air actually going to be a great way to open this up.
Yep, great way to open it up. Just a little bit of damage, but can even that up fairly quickly. Keep in mind though, Valpo is still up 2 stocks, so we have 2 players after, and this is their 3rd player, so they only have 1 left after. So
Yep.
Valpo's still an advantage, so let's at least get 1 stock and we'll be up.
Absolutely. GLEC, of course, having changed to be a 4v4, following a little bit in NECC's footsteps, which is a change that I actually do kind of agree with, but trying to go for the Ness roll behind back throw, a classic combo, and the up tilt and back air, yet again, a classic, a classic confirmed there.
Yep, going to still be taking a lot of damage, but he got that extra credit, so like,
yeah, absolutely. He's already taken 1 stock, so no matter what, we are in an advantageous situation here. Whew. Yep, getting past that yo-yo at ledge is a whole ordeal in of itself. And that is such a difficult thing to get around.
Going to die there, but we're going to be looking for a bit more of this up tilt action.
Oh, of course he is. He is a Falco. Of course he's looking for that up tilt and getting quite a lot of mileage off of it to boot. Getting a lot of this damage. Falco's so good in the juggle situation.
Yep, going to be taking a fair bit of damage for that too, but...
Yeah, this shouldn't quite kill. This might actually be a kill of our own. Ooh,
nice.
With the 2-frame?
Okay, that was fancy.
That was a very nice timing. That wasn't a regrab on the Nest. That was actually just hit the 2-frame timing. Very good timing there.
I mean, gotta take it. That's already 2 stocks, so we're up quite a bit going into this next character. I mean,
you gave Falco a free up tilt. That back air will take it, but hey, 2 stocks extra credit.
We like those.
Yes, we absolutely like to see that. The Falco putting in absolute work there.
So we are going to be seeing another player come out. I'm trying to think who I might see.
I'm trying to think of what
at least
characters we
2.
have.
I can think of 2 remaining people that I know I saw.
Yeah, we've got a few faces, which I do recognize, and some that I don't.
Oh wait, no, there's 3.
Thinking of the characters that I know we have available, because of course there are some that I'm not the most familiar with. My guess against Nez? Maybe a Turbo?
Maybe? Stop letting him get it right. No.
He can't keep getting away with it.
He can't keep getting it right.
Yeah, so it looks like we are seeing a Kirby against this. This is going to be a pretty interesting dynamic here. Kirby and Ness, both characters you don't see super often. Gonna see bans of Kalos, Town, and FD. I think those are very fair bans here against a Kirby. I think those are fair to see. Where I expect to end up? Small battlefield, maybe? I think small battlefield could work okay. I wouldn't be shocked to see a hollow, but my guess would be small bash. Or small battlefield.
I mean, I know you enjoy that map quite a bit. So.
I love small battlefield. But we'll see where he wants to go with this Kirby.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at the end of the day up to him. The Ness, having been the victor in that game, does get to choose what the bans are, and leaving us picking the the map from the available pool.
So, as you were saying, probably something with a smaller border around it is most likely.
Less so the blast zones and more so the smaller stage in of itself. It means Kirby has to cover less ground. PS2, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. We'll see how it works out for him here as we get into this. So the Ness is down, 2 stocks here. Quite a deficit. Looking pretty solid for Valpo, but not quite there yet. We've got to seal this off, put a nice little bow on it, wrap it on up. So let's make sure that it gets wrapped up nice and tidy with this Kirby coming in. Hopefully, hoping to not lose a stock here, but even if you do, it is well worth it.
Yep, the main goal right here is to take a single stock. Your hope is to get 2, maybe 1 on the next player as well. But
Absolutely.
As long as you take 1, you'll still be in an even ground, even spots.
Yep, absolutely. So here's actually going to be a similar... It's going to be similar, but it's going to visually look quite different between the Falco and the DK game. Of that, once Kirby gets his little nubbins on Ness, it's going to be quite dangerous for the Ness. Kirby's able to rack on a ton of damage very quickly once he gets in close. Ness going to try to be using his better range against Kirby. I know I often attribute Ness as even a swords character. His range can be that deceivingly good.
Ooh, fairly close kill though.
Yeah, almost got the kill there. We're not quite able to seal it. Forward smash going in the wrong direction.
Right now, both characters in kill range, so just gonna see.
Whew. Yeah, both characters in the danger zone here. Yep. We'll see who's able to clear out the stock first. Hopefully this Kirby, this should be a kill. Yep. Ness back throw will do it. That throw is wildly powerful. The knockback growth, the knockback scaling on that back throw is one to be reckoned with.
Yep. Quite unfortunate for us. However, that will still make sure that we are up a stock.
I love that freeze frame. It's just Kirby waving high. So only losing one for one trade here. Still heavily in the favor of Valpo, looking really solid to take this out. Down to Spring Arbor's last player here for the first round. After this, we will have a second round, this overall being a best of 3. So it's still not impossible for Spring Arbor to make a comeback, but it's looking real good for Valpo right now. So we're going to hope to take this home and get the next round going good.
Well, it seems like the Ness is a one-off because we have another heavy
another heavy!
With Bowser.
Interesting. Now I just wonder how those team practices go. Like, I want to know how the friendlies goes. There's a bunch of heavies against the Ness.
I feel like the Ness is pretty lucky with those ones.
But a Bowser coming in. All right, not looking too bad here, but of course, the characters, we mentioned it before, the character choice is only part of the battle here, and there's still a player behind that controller. So we're going to see where the map bans are first. Where does the Kirby not want the Bowser to go? My guess would be Town, would be the first thing that I would probably ban. I would also consider banning Kalos. I don't know if I would commit a ban to it, but I would probably consider banning Kalos. Mostly just for those side platforms. I would probably leave FD open otherwise.
Interesting. Town is not banned. We have Battlefield, Small, and Hollow.
Interesting. I mean, of course, he's going to know his character better than I will, so
yeah.
It is actually more highly likely that he's got some some knowledge that I do not, but interesting to see, and I'm curious of how it'll work out. I'm curious what the Bowser will pick. Smashville. Interesting, interesting. I think that overall is a net benefit to the Kirby. It's definitely not a bad choice for the Bowser. I don't want to apply that. He's not making a objectively bad decision. But I'm curious of the reasoning behind it. Of course, I hope that we see it in this round. Not quite into it yet, but I'm interested to see the reasoning behind it. I'm hoping that it will be displayed to me, that there's information that I do not have. Because normally heavies don't really want the small stages because they don't really struggle to kill. So this makes it a little easier for the Kirby to find a kill on Bowser. But Bowser having a bit more range, of course, that forward air being notorious for having such big range. So I'm interested to see if there's something that I don't know here. We're going to see how it comes out. Just Kirby running full stage saying, I'm going to get you. Just grabbing him after running full stage.
Can't hate that too much.
I mean, can't argue with the results.
I mean, if I'm correct, this player also has a bit of experience against Bowser, as one of our alumni did play him last year quite a bit. So.
One of our alumni was a key role in Bowser player, and this Kirby, having played against him a fair amount, gonna have a little bit of experience against this. Whew! Spooky. Nice timing on the get-up attack, though, to able to avoid that. So this is looking pretty spooky, actually. Kirby is surprisingly already within kill percent.
Oh, yes, for sure.
This isn't quite going to do it, but a lot of Bowser's moves will. The most scary to me is a back air. Or that. That one also works.
However, Bowser is getting quite high in the percentage right now, and all Kirby needs to do for us is potentially just get that one stock.
Absolutely.
Worst case scenario, we're even. And that's
I love that Kirby Rock is becoming much more of a relevant move because I knew that move was good, and I did not like people saying that move was trash. Like, no, that thing has uses. You even see it at top level Kirby, actually, used in situations very similar to that as basically a uncontestable edge guarding tool of just that Kirby is, for all intents and purposes, intangible. Technically, you can actually break it if you do enough damage, but it's incredibly hard to do. And getting the Kirby inhale, actually buffering the air dodge out of it, I think his mash must have got caught.
Crazy.
That was daring to challenge that up smash first off. But hey, got the really early stock. This will probably kill. Not quite. Good DI on that. Whee!
Just good DI here, but Kirby has done more than needed.
This will kill.
That will kill. However, we do get to see another player out of Alphas come out.
We do. You see, it was all part of the plan.
However, 2 extra stocks on that.
Yes.
We're going to be going with the 2 stock lead. Pretty good there.
Looks really solid for a Valplayer to take the first round. Of course, not won yet, but looking in a real good position to take this first round. Going into the best of 3, that means us sitting pretty. We get to have a early lead coming out. And we see another returning face, actually. A lot of returning faces. Good to see, though.
Yes.
We're going to see how this summer fared for them. Because so far, it's looking like the summer fared pretty darn solidly.
That's pretty good, solid. Pretty solid. A lot of improvers since I don't believe many of these people played on the main team for GLEC last year.
I think they were semi-familiar faces, but they weren't in every game. So now that we've had some people move around, new faces, some improvement over the summer, that kind of thing, we want to see where our team is at, and this is a real nice showing to start off.
Yes, definitely. We're going to be seeing Final Destination, Hollow Bastion, and Smashville being banned. Interesting.
I'm actually interested to see the Final Destination ban. Normally, Little Mac is notorious for wanting Final Destination, but I do know that's a little bit of a trick. He's actually perfectly fine with something like Battlefield. He can use those platforms better than people give him credit for. Little Mac's actually pretty darn scary. He has some ladder combos. He can kill you at like 30 if he gets the right opening.
We're seeing Kalos.
Interesting. What's
your opinion on this?
mean, my opinion's a little skewed based on the characters I play, but based off of the characters in the match, I think that this isn't great for the Little Mac by any means. Of course, you only have 3 bans. You can only ban so many maps. But I feel like this isn't worst case scenario, and we'll see how it works out. Coming into this map, only has to take 1 stock here.
Yes.
And got 3 stocks to do it in. So
Bowser is going to have to 3 stock here. Otherwise, Valpo will take this first match.
Yep, in Bowser in the hot seat a little bit. You know, I'm interested to see it, but Valpo looking really solid here.
Gonna be looking pretty solid, and already starting out with a first nice attack there.
Yep, getting the first percents always feels nice. It's good for momentum.
But of
Does
course,
get a little retaliation though.
Bowser is certainly able to retaliate with these heavies dealing quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, Little Mac's damage output's nothing to scoff at though. He can do quite a lot with this KO punch looking real close to online. That should be it. Hear the ding ding. Ooh, that was almost dead for the Bowser.
Still quite a lot of percentage on Little Mac right here, but not
Probably not
going
gonna
to
see another KO punch this stock. Pretty unlikely here. Is going to take quite a bit of damage, but still able to recover here. That's the nice thing. Don't have to worry too much. Little Mac having multiple recovery routes, especially on this stage against a Bowser. The most fear you really have to fear is probably Fire Breath or just Runoff. Fair. This, not quite going to take the stock. Kalos, a big stage. That forward air will take it. There's the runoff forward air I was mentioning. It's pretty scary, covers a lot of space, especially against a character like Little Mac.
But still going to have a lot of percentage gain down. Just going to be looking for a little more damage,
Woo.
and I think a few things should kick
Bonk.
soon.
A lot of forward smashes. This Bowser's got to watch his shield. Downward angled forward smash on Little Mac does actually act similar to a shield breaking move. It has a lot of excess shield damage attributed to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Little Mac actually has different angles that he can angle his forward smash, each one having different properties. The down angle does more shield damage, the up angle sends more up. It's very similar to just an up smash, and the forward just acting like a normal forward smash. So different attributes there. The dash attack actually able to take it.
Yep, go take it. And first match goes to Valpo.
Yeah, so sitting in a real nice spot coming into this. Again, best of 3, so not out of it yet. Not quite out of the woods, but is looking real good. Already halfway through it. So gonna see how we get into this next round. So now the stock numbers are reset, and the order of the players can also be mixed up now. So we can see some new faces brought in. We can see some returning ones in different orders. Very similar like that. So we will be back with the next round after this short break. We'll see you then. All right, and welcome back from the break. We're getting into the second round here against Spring Arbor. Valpo actually winning the last round, so this is Valpo looking up one round coming into this. An actual returning face. It is a familiar face, however, it will not be familiar to you if you've only watched last year, as this is actually Spencer back behind a controller, having studied abroad last year. So great to have him back. We'll see. We'll see how much
he. Roy gaming in the chat.
Absolutely, we get some more Spencer cooking.
However, we are also seeing a different character, seeing the Palu come out here. So
yeah, definitely interesting to me that we didn't see this last round. I wonder if it's a player secondary, or if it is just a different player and they're getting some new people playtime. They think that it will work better into the matchups, which I would agree. I think the matchups so far that they've seen, Palu would do better than something like a heavy.
Yeah, for sure. Just gonna be seeing. We're gonna be seeing.
Still active, actually. Yeah, but as we see, Spencer with this Roy has not yet lost his touch. Does get pivot back thrown.
However, still going to be racking up a fair amount of percentage still, so.
Yep, and Roy, not really a character known to struggle with kill power.
Yep, just going to be looking for this kill really right now, which should be pretty good.
Still active, just a little too quick on the gun with these counters, but that sweet spot back air will definitely take the stock there. Only taking 40. It is a sizable portion, but that's roughly
it's
1 to 1.5 combos, yeah.
Especially for a Roy.
Yeah. Generally, 30 to 40% is roughly one good combo from pretty much any character. Anything more than that requires probably a bit of a read or so.
However, Palu did do a bit of extra damage, but... Oof.
Not quite snapping the ledge.
That's
the teleport sliding off the side, giving Spencer the early stock. I mean, hey, it sucks to see, but a competitive environment, we take that.
We take those, but unfortunate for the Palu player right there.
Spencer's at 30, you're trying to kill him!
We've seen crazier stuff.
I love watching. Oh, he was at like 60.
I mean,
I love watching Spencer's Roy, and it has not lost its touch. Coming back and putting on a strong showing here, giving Valpo yet again another early lead coming into this next round.
Yep, so gonna be seeing what they're going to be coming out with next of what they currently have. What's our guess?
Huh. Of what they currently have, my guess is not a heavy. So that leaves us with exclusively Ness from what they've shown.
Probably.
But they've already shown a Palu, which was already a character that we haven't seen last round. So it is by far not out of the realm of possibility for them to have a character that we don't know about. So realistically, could be pretty much anybody.
Yep, first round could just be information, see what characters we...
For all we know, they were trying out secondaries, and they got some good information, and they're moving on. Interesting,
we're going
interesting.
to see a Bowser.
Yeah, so we're actually going to be seeing a repeat character from last round. Interesting.
That's a repeat character we expected, but we'll see.
I think of the heavies that we saw last round, Bowser's probably going to have the best share of it. I guess K-Roll might be okay, but I think Bowser's going to have the most overall generic one. We'll see what stages that we want to ban for this Bowser here with the Roy.
Ban Battlefield, Smashville, and Callus.
Interesting. I don't hate him. I don't mind it.
Just gonna see where are we going? Small Battlefield.
Small Battlefield, all right. Back to Small Battlefield, my favorite legal stage. Don't tell my opponents that, don't check. But Back to my favorite stage, and it's a very, very neutral stage, generally considered. There are some times where you want something else, but it's generally considered to be a pretty neutral stage. So we'll see how this Roy does as we move into it. Believe down one stock, I believe. Yeah, one stock, but still a very good spot to be in. And, you know, against Bowser, Roy doesn't do too bad. Going to be a big body, pretty easy to hit. Roy not lacking the kill power. Being a heavy is going to make it a little harder to find the kill, but having just the raw kill power that Roy's going to have isn't going to make it as devastating as it could be. What's going to be dangerous here, though, is Bowser's out of shield. This up B is going to be really difficult for Roy to get around. Roy really likes to press on the gas pedal, and that is a really good no-stop that tool.
Yeah, that would do it. However, we are going to even it up in percentage right here. Going to be taking a fair amount of damage with this roar right here. It's going to be looking for it. The smaller blast zones will be beneficial, I think, to both characters, so going to be interesting.
Yeah, neither of these characters struggling. Going for the air dodge read, not going to give it up. This is the Bowser, going to double jump over it instead. I think next time he gets that jab, he's just going to go for the true combo. Oh, not quite getting the second one out fast enough. Did actually hit the first one, but wasn't quite ready to react. Yep, there it is. Jab just doing the true combo. That forward air did take quite a lot of percent, but each stock just adds to the lead, even if it's an even stock trade. Wow, Bowser up B almost killing here. You're probably dead. Yep.
Yep.
Evening it back up is the Bowser. Didn't actually get any extra credit off of that.
But still gonna be even percentage-wise right here. But no matter what happens, Valpo is still up one stock, so still gonna be going with a fairly decent lead right now.
Yep, absolutely. This Roy gonna get quite a bit of damage here. The Bowser is fighting back. Not. Ooh, Roy side B. Good move. Bowser. Not actually. I'm actually kind of surprised that Bowser get up attack didn't quite catch him. Bowser actually having the longest get up attack in the game. Fun fact, which is strange, but sure. Wow.
I think the strange thing is just how you remember all this, but that's it.
Wow. I'm actually surprised that Bowser forward smash didn't chew through the Roy up B, but having Roy up smash able to take the stock, so now has gotten 2 stocks extra credit. At worst case scenario here, Valpo's looking in a real solid spot to take this round 2.
Valpo in a very nice spot. I mean, we'll take these because
Ouchies.
no matter what, Spencer sure has done his job today.
Not quite. It's not over yet.
Not over yet.
That might be. Yep.
That will be.
that Bowser up B putting in absolute work. It's such a good. It's the general term for it is a get off me tool. It's a good, hey, stop that, take your foot off the gas pedal. It's a really good tool for that. And Roy, a character notorious and game plan revolves around pressing that gas pedal as hard as possible. Having options like that to really disincentivize, like, get off that gas pedal is really good. We saw it putting in work there, but Spencer able to fight through it. Getting 2 stocks extra credit here. Did go down, but did not go. It was a worthy cause.
That is 5 stocks just for Spencer right there, so.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Let's see who we might see next.
Probably Falco.
Yeah, fair.
Or Kirby. I could see Kirby. I could see Kirby. I expect Falco. So good at
Stop
this.
getting this right. Stop.
You're right. This isn't normal. Normally we have the commentator curse of the casters guessing wrong every time. This is abnormal. Don't expect this to keep happening. This will change. But hey, while it's here, I'll keep it going.
All right, we're going to see bans on Kalos, Battlefield, and Town.
Let's see. Kalos, Battlefield, and Town. I would expect a small Battlefield, either small Battlefield or PS2. The commentator's curse is not kicked in yet.
You know too much about this game, too.
Yeah, I do.
You know too much for now being on the Overwatch team.
Yeah, I do. But we'll see how much they know going into this next map. You're gonna see Falco versus Bowser, and Bowser's hurting a little bit on stock count, only down at 1 against a combo character, notorious for his cutscene combos.
Yep. Gonna see what we're going to be seeing. However, I like this Fire Emblem music.
See, I get the Xenoblade music, you get the Fire Emblem music. I cover most things. But gonna see a Falco combo coming up here. I mean, only 40% off of that combo, you know.
Oh yeah, only 40% from up tilt. It's, you know, we got.
Of course. Whew. This. Ooh, okay. It's gonna start getting towards the kill confirm range here. So a lot of Falco's combos is you combo to get damage, and then you combo to kill. We're getting close to the combos to kill now.
Yeah, definitely.
So now if we see an up tilt, I would expect a back air. And that up tilt into back air, reigning true, it has put in so much work, this kill confirm. It might be short, it might be simple, but boy is it sweet. It keeps taking these stocks, keeps succeeding in the kills, getting Valpo even farther to lead.
I will complain about you getting everything right, spot on.
The commentator curse hasn't kicked in yet. We might as well ride this high as it goes, because it's putting us in a real nice position here. Valpo is up quite a few stocks, and again, if we win this round, we do actually just win the entire match. Us having won the previous round does mean that if we win this one, we've won the best of 3, putting us at 1-0 in GLEC to start off the season, and in comes the Ness here. Unsurprisingly, not wanting to put another big body against the Falco.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm honestly surprised I'm a bit surprised that the Nest didn't come in for the Roy, but
I think they more so wanted to save the Nest for the Falco is my guess, because Roy isn't as devastating to play against big bodies. It's still not great for a big body, but Falco is much more dangerous, for lack of a better term, much more threatening. So we'll see how this Nest does against the Falco as we get into this round here.
Yep, we'll be going to Battlefield here.
Yep.
So.
As we see how this Falco does, is gonna actually did he? No, he didn't lose any stocks. Yeah.
Nope, he did not.
Yeah, we're just getting right back into it. I saw the laser getting shot immediately. I was a little confused.
Nope, no stocks lost. We are up an entire player here for Valpo, so gonna be just trying to see what this Nest will try and do. However, the percent gain is going in Valpo's favor.
I can guarantee you that he was pressing drag down there. Hey, there's gonna be the stock there. Woo!
Kill right there.
Yeah, a quick kill. That stock was about 30%, but Ness following it right back up with PK Fire into down air, evening it right back out to 0%.
I mean, we still take those. Valpo's still up 3 stocks, so...
I love that we just saw Ness press Nair twice on his shield, and Falco try to up tilt it twice in a row.
I mean, sounds normal.
Yeah. Is able to avoid that PK Fire. PK Fire is a really scary tool. It's going to be quite good in those tech chase situations, but getting through it. Up tilt back air.
Yep, that will do it.
It's a tried and true combo for Falco. It is an absolute bread and butter kill confirm, and we can see it absolutely putting in work for Marcus here.
Still going to be seeing fair amount of damage being racked up on the Falco, but this Nest is not looking in the best situation right now.
Yeah, the Ness is not in the best of health. Might need to absorb some lasers real quick. Taking a lot of damage and taking a lot of stocks. Whew. Not quite able to get out of that end lag soon. This should be a kill. Oh, not quite able to line it up quick enough.
Unfortunate, but still able to not be punished for that, which is good. So, able to be a little bit risky here.
Off he goes.
See who we can all see.
Yep, we're covering high. Side B into back air. That is... whew. And that should be a kill. Yep.
Yeah.
able to avoid the down smash, but you're not out of end lag soon enough. You're not out of the woods yet, so that will be Spring Arbor down to their last player.
Yeah.
With Valpo having a solid lead, still only on our second player so far.
Marcus is popping off today right now.
Yep, so Valpo putting on a strong showing and a strong start to the GLEC season this year is great to see. Starting that momentum early, continuing it on. So now it is only left to see who the last player for Spring Arbor is going to be. What character are they going to hedge their bets on? Because this character is going to have a lot of work ahead of them if they want to get to a round 3. Going to have to chew through 2 whole players of Valpo, let alone the 2 stocks of Falco.
Don't worry, we're seeing a Terry.
Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if this is somebody's secondary.
Maybe. They played their secondary first round.
Yeah, maybe not their secondary, maybe their main. But this reads to me like it's another play. It's the same player's second character, whether that's main or not.
Yeah.
Is how this reads. So I'm actually interested to see. Of course, we have no idea. It might just be a new player. It might just be a different player, but that is perfectly fine. So gonna be
Hello Bastion.
Hello Bastion. All right, different stage coming into it, and different stage, different character, but this is the last one we're gonna see unless this Terry is able to clean up these stocks on Marcus. Is the only way we'll be seeing another game after this.
So let's see how this goes, but this might be a great way to start off the Smash Bros. Streams.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonna have having a lot of momentum coming into it already with this Falco combo dealing a quick 65. A lot of damage here. Tons of damage. And of course, all this damage means that much more when you have so few stocks sitting behind. Getting to 100% even, but taking the stock before he can utilize that go meter. That is 1 stock down on their final player before Marcus has even reached 75%.
Yep, this is pretty huge for Marcus right here. Just being able to, I think we're on 6 stocks total for this round, so quite an impressive showing right now from him.
Yep, quite a good show. Already 76%. A very solid damage tracking, and again, has only just passing 115. Almost does die to the jab, rising tackle, but not quite, still not dead yet. And that's what matters. At the end of the day, the percent doesn't matter. The stock does. This will take it though. That strong version of rising tackle will take it. You hear that beep? It's go time.
Yep. So we're going to be sitting at quite a high percent right now, and he's going to want to keep these next 2 stocks especially.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonna be trying to put some good use to this go meter. He doesn't have a jump. Is able to recover high though. Just using that Firebird as an aggressive recovery tool. You don't see that very often. Most people aren't super ready for it. Not going to challenge that recovery, especially the input version of Rising Tackle. His legs are actually intangible, so it's very difficult to challenge. Up throw, almost killing. When that laser connects on up throw, it can be real dangerous, but up air connects for it.
Yep, so going to be going to Arbor's last stock right here, so going to be quite scary. Falco is able to do quite a lot of work, so I'm seeing a lot of growth right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This not quite gonna kill. He's off of the ledge now, back into center stage. A little less of a threat of dying here, but not quite out of the woods yet. Doing a lot of damage on the Terry, but again, that down air is going to catch the side B recovery, and Marcus is going to take that last player too, and that'll be it. That'll be the going into the GLEC season 1-0, starting off strong in the new year. Great momentum and great way to start the year.
Yes, great way to start out with a first win for the Smash Bros. Team on stream.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what other games do we have streams coming up? Do we have anything?
We got League, I believe.
We got League coming up. All right, so make sure to tune in for that, and at 7. At 7. So make sure to tune in at 7 for League's stream, and we'll see you then.